Hey guys, James here today, and welcome to the update video for Aluna Island version 0.3. Now, sorry if I sound a bit funny, I am a little bit ill at the moment, so hopefully, I don't know what I sound like, but hopefully it's alright. Right, so we're just going to go through the changes. I'm going to show you what's new. Now, keep in mind, if you already have a world save on version 0.1 or 0.2, you will have to uninstall that world first, and that in turn does delete your save games. So, only update to this if you are absolutely certain you don't need your save games, and there's no threat of losing any work. If you have any lots you have or any sims or anything, make sure to save them to the library, and then you can place them in the new world and continue on. But just bear that in mind, once you uninstall any version of the world, it will remove your saves. So back up anything that you need, and then you can put it back in. So yeah, that's, like I said, obviously just then, to install the new version, if you already have one installed, uninstall the previous ones and install the new one. That's how it works. I was trying to look for a way that you could install both at the same time, but I wasn't sure how to do that. If anyone knows how I can allow it to do that, let me know. Excuse me. Right, so that's the intro spiel done, just so that nobody makes any mistakes and blames me for it. It is entirely up to you now. So the changes, the first one is I have fixed an issue that was actually a fairly long-standing issue that I should have fixed a little sooner than I did. I'm just going to go into this sort of edit town mode. It's going to be a bit blurry, but previously your sims could go into the graveyard, but they couldn't get out. So you could visit a lot and then you get stuck on it. What I've done is actually just, well, first of all, I flattened the terrain down. I removed the pathway there, and I sort of just made the entrance a little bit wider so they could actually leave the lot, and it seems to work fine now. Another common issue that was happening sometimes, but sometimes not, was that these lots here in the center, lots 30 through to 40 here, would sometimes not let your sims leave. Sometimes it would, sometimes it wouldn't. So I played around with them, and I did do a bit of testing, and my sim was able to leave and enter all the lots. So hopefully that's fixed. Let me know. But for me, it seemed like it was fixed, and the sims weren't getting stuck there anymore. And I added more detail into the science center lot. If we just go into the town, because previously this was kind of just not done at all. It was just like a blank lot with nothing going on. So as soon as it loads up, I will sort of show you the changes that we made. Firstly, I actually painted the half wall, because initially that wasn't painted. I changed the color of the stilts. I obviously added some foliage around it, lots of shrubs, rocks, trees, all that kind of good stuff, just sort of making it blend in a little nicer with the surroundings, so it sort of fits the island a little bit better. Next on the list, we have actually added in the base game versions of lots I have built. Like I said, I have made base game versions for all the lots I built. I've built 4 so far. They're all in here. Of course, they are the base game version. So if we just jump into this one here, I'll probably go through and show you all of them if we have enough time, if it wants to load quick enough. So this is the base game version of One Cliff's Edge Walk. And you'll notice it obviously looks a bit different from the fully featured version, but everything is here. And basically what I've done, I can show you in this one, because what I've done is I've basically replaced items in a way that doesn't make it look too different from the actual original one. As you can see, most of the stuff is pretty similar, but you will notice differences considering this is only base game content. So that's one of the base game lots. Excuse me. Oh, God. Don't like being ill, especially when what I love to do is record videos. Being ill is like the worst thing that could happen. Right. Every lot also now has a proper address attached to it. You can actually see it on this one here. It says down the bottom. Before that was blank, but now it says 6 Ocean Parkway. All the other lots will have their name. That lot's actually named incorrectly because I've renumbered some of them. But of course, that name up the top is the one you can change. So that's just a bug I found. I'll fix that next version. It's not a major issue. But all the lots have addresses. So like this one here. This is now 1 Liana Close, and that's 2 Liana Close. And then I think that's just Aluna Island Graveyard. That's Aluna Headlands. You may have seen that one over there. We'll get to that lot in a bit. But they all have proper addresses now, so you can rename the lots and they will still have the proper name. Like this one is actually officially called Nate Beach, but obviously the community lot's called Aluna Promenade. All the empty residential lots also now have properly colored mailboxes and postboxes. Not postboxes and mailboxes. Postboxes and bins, because before I had started recoloring some of them blue. If I just jump into a lot, they were like blue, like these ones here. But I didn't do all of the lots because I got bored of it. It took a long time to just sort of recolor them all. As you can see, all the lots now have that. You can see that one there. All of them are the same color scheme, unless they've been changed for pre-built lots. Yes. Now, next one, I've added a brand new lot. This one is where the lighthouse used to be. This lot is actually 64 by 64. It's the biggest lot you can get. So we now have two 64 by 64 lots in the game. And I think we're going to see some awesome creations on here. Presuming your game is fully up to date, I believe Sims should be able to swim there, no problem. Or take boats there and that kind of stuff if you have Island Paradise. So that should be pretty interesting to see what you guys do with that little island. I will probably end up just building a lighthouse there, like an actual build one, not just an object one. Now, I've also removed the trees on lot number 45 because this was a major thing that people didn't seem to understand, or they didn't quite know, was the fact that if a lot isn't 100% empty, and that includes trees and rocks, you have to remove everything before you can place anything on the lot. So basically, I've made that lot fully empty now, so you should be able to place stuff on it without a problem. That was the main issue people had with Aluna Promenade, is that the lot that you place it on actually comes with rocks and trees on it. And if you don't remove those rocks and trees, you can't place Aluna Promenade. And I got that question so much, and it was just frustrating. And obviously, in hindsight, it was pretty much my fault for not mentioning that you have to remove the stuff on the lot. But it's already pre-placed in here. But of course, this is just the base game version of Aluna Promenade, which I guess we'll jump into and have a little look at. So yeah, like I said, these are all the base. This is still a base game world. I will release the full version later on with all the expansions and everything. But yes, this is the base game version of Aluna Promenade. The cafe is more or less the same, but now it's just like a bar there instead of the proper. I think we were using the university life one before. That's all still quite colourful and quite nice. A little kitchenette area in there. We still got the gym. This is basically just a gym lot now. The arcade has just been replaced. It's not quite as fun. It has a chess table and two foosball tables because everything else is from expansions or store content that was in there. The Consignment Store is now just a store filled with junk items everywhere, which I guess it was before, but it's not usable anymore. And like if you have ambitions, then this would be usable. And then we still have the bathrooms and everything there, which work just fine. So that's Aluna Promenade. All is well there. That's pretty much all the changes I think I made. Actually, I did a little bit of a change here in the I just changed the fence here so it matches. I didn't even know they had a fence that matches that, to be honest. But someone mentioned it a while ago. I was like, oh yeah, there is a fence that matches. So I've just changed the fence over so it looks a little bit nicer and sort of blends in a bit more. But again, that doesn't really matter. Excuse me. That's all. Yeah, that's all like the actual massive changes, or I say massive, but the main changes that have come in this version. And I think those are pretty much the things I fixed were pretty much the only bugs that were reported to me. But if you do find more bugs, definitely let me know as soon as you can, and then I'll get on it and we'll keep working on it until it's as functional as it can be. This is obviously the latest lot. This is the base game version, which I'm actually pretty happy how this one turned out. It's very similar to the actual final version of the lot. This is all base game. Like this turned out better than I thought it would. I thought it would be way more empty. Yeah, so this world comes with these lots already in it, but of course you can remove them and put in the full versions if you wish to. But that is Aluna Island version 0.3. It's not a giant cosmetic change like we kind of had last time with version 0.2, where we put in flowers and shrubs and everything, but and redid the roads. But it's not meant to be. At where the world is now, it's sort of. I think the world is pretty much done. It's just if there's bugs or issues, that's what I got to fix. And that's going to be the only releases for now until the final release. So I guess you don't necessarily need to upgrade to this version if you don't need, like if you don't have any issues with the sort of lot bugs or anything like that. But it's there if you want to upgrade to it. Or if you don't already have it, then this is the one you can download. Of course, version 0.1 and 0.2 are still available for download on the bottom of the page, so you can check those out. But yeah, I will be continuing to build houses and lots for this world until we eventually get it done, hopefully before The Sims 4 comes out, but we don't even know when that is yet, so I don't know, we will see. But yes, that's it for me today, guys. Thank you for watching. I will be doing another showcase video of lots built by you guys in the near future as well, so look out for that. Keep creating lots, keep sharing them, and I will possibly showcase yours. But yeah, that's it for me this time, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.